Hey Shane, this is T.A. McCann, the CEO of GIST. After our talk today, I wanted to just take a minute and give you guys some ideas on how you might be able to use GIST for your students out there getting ready to do their first job. So GIST is really about knowing more about who you know. So as you're thinking about which companies and people you want to go work for, GIST can be a tool that can help you do a lot of research and save a lot of time, as well as be a lot more prepared for interviews. It's easy to sign up for GIST. All you have to do is give us an email address and your name, and we will send you a link to help you set up your account. The next thing you can do is you can set up your accounts. And setting up your accounts is easy by either connecting your Twitter, Gmail, Facebook, LinkedIn, or any different account you might have on social networks. What that'll do is start bringing in all of your contacts. So it'll have anybody who you're emailing with. This will include your friends and associates. But as you start to schedule interviews with companies and people, it just will start building profiles for them too. What you'll end up with is automatically built profiles. Here's one for Google. So this will include contact information as well as a real-time news feed that includes articles about Google. And this will allow you to research them very quickly, company to company. If you click on the company tabs up here, you'd actually get to a list of companies that you've been corresponding with in priority order. We have an algorithm which tries to prioritize who are your most important companies. And as you think about prospecting, you may use a tag like top company to get just a list of who you care about. This will allow you to see when you've last talked to each one of them, as well as relatively speaking how important they are. Let's use Microsoft as an example, or actually Google. Let's keep going on that example. Within GIST, not only do we have a news feed about the company, but we also start to create who you know at that company. So this is automatically collected from different emails you might exchange with a person at that company. And then we start to build different profiles for people who work at that company. So in this case, let's say you're interviewing with Matt Shoby. We now have a personal profile for Matt, including all of his contact information, his Amazon wish list, his Twitter feed, his blog, and any information about him that you might find useful. So when you're going into an interview with him, you can easily understand what's important to Matt as well as what's important to Google. And the last feature I'll show you is the dashboard, which you could check every day as you start thinking about which companies you want to work for. I've pre-selected the tag top company here. And now what you see is a real-time news feed for Microsoft, Apple, and Google all put together. And if you're about to interview with Google, you can now see these news items about just Google, Apple, Microsoft, or all of them together ranked in most recent news items. So as you start thinking about your career in technology, or these are large companies you might like to work for, it's very easy for you to brush up and start to understand what's going on with each one of them. And the last feature I'll show you is as you start thinking about you and your colleagues taking jobs at these companies, it's very easy for you to share this kind of information. So if we look at this particular news item, with only one click, I could email that to a friend, or I could even post it to Twitter, telling people that I thought this was really interesting about Twitter. So that's just 2 minutes or less on how you could use GIST for your job and interviewing, and I hope that you find that useful. Give us a try at gist.com.